Hello everyone, welcome to episode 7 of this awesome Osu adventure series. So in the last episode we covered different tapping styles, and in this episode I want to show you guys some really cool ways that you can be self-sufficient in finding new maps. So I will show you guys the more common ways of finding maps, but I also really want to show you some cool things that you can do in the Osu website to, be very self-sufficient in finding new maps. Maybe take that one favorite map that you really wish you had more maps that were similar to, and I will show you some cool ways to find stuff like that. So yeah, let's go. So this explanation bit of the video, I'm going to be taking you to my web browser. Oh my god, welcome to my browser. This is the Osu homepage. So the default place to find maps basically is up here in the beatmap listing. So if you're new or you're not really sure where to start, then I would definitely say come here. I think most people probably know what's going on here, but I will give some basic explanation to those of you who are not really sure. So this is just a listing of all map sets in the game. Well, it's filtered. you can filter by a bunch of different ways here. So right now this is only showing maps that are ranked and or loved. And the difference being that loved maps will not give you any performance points, no matter how well you do. So keep that in mind. But yeah, these are all listed by when the map was ranked/loved. You can change the sorting method here as well. Some cool filters. So you can filter out, so some of these maps, for example, this one, you can see the little icon. It's very small, but there's an icon that shows that it's only for another game mode. So if you only want to see maps for Osu Standard, the game mode that you're playing, then just click on this button right here, and that will filter the game mode. So that is that. Some other really cool things you can do. You can filter to only show maps that you have played before. So, and that would be this option right here. So let's say you cleared your hard drive for whatever reason, or you're reinstalling the game and you want to find some old maps that you used to like playing, but you don't remember what they're called, then you can go through here, and these are all maps that you've played before. So we go back. So if you mouse over one of these panels, you can see the star rating of each difficulty in the map set, and they're also color coded, so you can spot them very quickly. And you can see this one, for example, has basically every flavor. So stuff like that, look out for that stuff. You can click on the panel here to listen to a preview of the song. So a very useful 10-second preview, and you can control it down here as well. You can also click this arrow button. Oh wait, I went away. What? Click this arrow button and it'll cycle through all the maps if that is something you want to do. You can also automatically favorite a map, or not automatically, but straight from this page, you can either favorite a map or download it. So that is very useful. But yeah, and then just click on one of these maps. Let's say you really like this map, for example, or you recognize the artist, Nekomata Master. Oh my gosh, greatest artist on Osu. So yeah, you go to the beatmap page, and then right here you can download it. Again, here you can add it to your favorites as well. But very nifty thing that you can do is go to a mapper's user page. This is like the most underrated thing you can do. Okay, so let's say you play this map, right, and you really liked it, and you're like, oh my god, I wanna play more maps like this. So you go to the mapper's user page, and there's this beatmap section. This place is so insane. Okay, so this is all the maps that that person has favorited, so you can go through that as well. Some people don't really have many favorites, but some people really do. You can see this person has over 370, so very cool. You can click show more, and just this giant drop down of a bunch of different maps. But yeah, you can also check out other ranked maps that that person has made, and you can sort of pick out or try to look for specific artists as well. And also graveyarded maps. So these are basically maps that the user has created, but they don't have a leaderboard on them. But that does not necessarily mean that they are bad maps. I think the best way to understand this is that every ranked map was once unranked or graveyarded even. So graveyard just means it hasn't been submitted or hasn't been updated in a while, and pending means that it has been updated recently. But yeah, that is that. You can look through, maybe just listen to some preview points, and be like, oh, I like that song set, and then you can download it. And yeah, that's super cool. Other things you can do, well, yeah, I do want to emphasize looking at a user's favorited maps, because I think that is a super awesome way to be self-sufficient. So let's say, listen to this song, and you're like, oh my god, that song sounds so cool. So you click on it, and it's like, I've never heard of this artist or mapper before, so what you can do, then you're like, oh my god, this song is so cool. I want to find more maps like this. So you go back to the beatmap listing. That artist name was Function Phantom. So now you type the artist name that you just discovered, and oh my god, there's so many. Oh my god, let me filter out the non-Osu game mode. There's still so many. Oh my god. Just listen to all of these, and then what you can do, these are actually all, there's a bunch of different mappers here. So let's say you just, oh my god, you just download all of them, and then you're like, oh my god, I want to find more maps like this. So you then go to another mapper's profile, and you just go through all of these, and you can just keep doing that over and over again. And say, oh, you listen to this song, you're like, oh my god, this song is so good. And then you're like, oh, okay, so you can search the artist, or you can also search the source, because sometimes it's like from a certain game or series or something like that. You can search the source as well. But yeah, anyway, that is that. One other thing that I want to mention about about the beatmap listing is that you can use the same filters that you can use in your song list. They also work here. So let's say I don't want to see any map sets that don't have maps in a certain star range. I only want stars over 4, maybe stars under 6. And this will filter, and I can also filter the game mode, right? And now it will only show map sets that have that certain star rating range in them. So yeah, I think hopefully self-explanatory. I will link the wiki page to all of these search filters in the description so you can learn them, but I definitely think they're very, very helpful. But yeah, with that, hopefully that was a somewhat clear explanation. I think bottom line is that going to mappers user pages is a very, very cool way to find similar maps, or like certainly if you think about it this way, like if a certain mapper made a certain kind of map, then they probably also like that kind of map as well. So going through their favorited maps is a really cool way to find new maps. So yeah, so that's that. I want to show you guys, okay, so I'm going to play this map actually while I tell you guys a little story on discovering the game in general. So I'm going to tell you guys awesome, wholesome story on how I found Osu. So yeah, let's go. So I think I've already sort of mentioned that, yeah, I mentioned this in a previous episode, but so before I started playing Osu, I played League mostly, League of Legends. It's just, you know, the game I played with friends in school and things like that. So I would very often watch Twitch streams. I think League was probably honestly all I was into for some time, but I would watch some Twitch streams, and some of you guys might already know where this is going, but so League streamers, so basically, if you don't know how League works, so you have to like get matched in a game with like 10 people, right? So you have to get in queue to look for a game, and if you're really high rank, then it's sometimes hard to, it takes a while sometimes to find 10 people to play with. So what a lot of top player streamers would do is they would have other games that they would play while they were waiting in queue, and Osu was definitely one of those games because it's yeah, I don't know, just I guess by nature it's very disposable. I don't know, maybe that's not the right word, but it's like, I don't know, you can just open it easily and play until you find a game, and then you just pause or quit out of your map. So yeah, I would start recognizing Osu every now and then on like different League streams, but I don't know, for some time I just kind of knew it as like any other random queue game, right? Or like game that League streamers would play in queue. But eventually, okay, so there was one time, so I started what is it? So I started recognizing Osu every now and then, and every time I saw the game, the chat would just go insane. Like, chat would be like, oh my god, the streamer is going so crazy. Or, oh my god, his Asian is showing, guys. Something like that. It's like, oh, it's so crazy gameplay. And I was like, alright, what's this game called? It just doesn't look that hard. And so I like, yeah, so this is like maybe the 3rd or 4th time that I saw League, or not League, I saw Osu in a League stream. But I can't exactly remember who I was watching at this time. I always forget, but memory, oh crap, goodbye accuracy. Memory tells me that I want to say it was Double Lift. I was on Double F stream. I don't know if that was correct or not, but maybe it was. But anyway, I was like, yeah, what is this game called? I want to try it. So I like looked through the chat to like see if anyone had mentioned the name of the game. And I was like, all right, it's time. I'm going to download this game. I want to try it. But it was like 11 p.m. and I had school the next day. So I just downloaded the game and I don't know. And then I installed it and I was like, all right, I gotta get on this tomorrow. But yeah, let's see. I remember, okay, when I downloaded the game, oh, wait, okay, I didn't miss, let's go. When I downloaded the game, I remember I really wanted to just like move my cursor around in the main menu because I was like, I don't know, I just wanted to know what it felt like. And distinctly, I think my first memory with this game is like, I moved the cursor around in the main menu and I was like, wow, the cursor feels even smoother than I had expected. So in that sense, I was like, yeah, maybe this game is even easier than I thought. Let's go. But yeah, I mean, I was just like the default skin and I just moved my cursor around like this and it felt so smooth. I don't know, something about it. I was like, yeah, let's go. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's play some other cool maps. Function Phantom, very cool artist, by the way. Definitely not intentional that I showed this artist off at the start of the video, but yeah, let's go. So I don't know, I guess that is how I discovered the game. I guess getting into it, so there were, I think, like 2 main friends that I had from school that I would play League with. There were others, obviously, but yeah, I had like 2 friends in particular that I would talk to a lot. And one fateful day in like July or something, okay, so I made my account in May 2014, and then around 2 months later in July, I think I mentioned Osu to them. I was like, hey, have you guys heard of Osu before? And one of them was like, oh yeah, I would always find like Osu in like Google search results when I'm looking for like certain Vocaloid songs or something like that. So yeah, one of my friends also knew what Osu was already, but they never really played it. So we were both very new to the game, and I think like, yeah, so basically like we both sort of got into the game at the same time, and I think having someone to get into the game with was, I don't know, it was nice, I guess, but not necessary. But I think my point is that having some friendly competition is a healthy way to stay motivated, and I don't know, it's just fun to play with other people. But okay, anyway, I think okay, so going back to May, so yeah, when I first downloaded the game, I think I just looked up like a beginner's guide and I found this really old forum post from, I want to say maybe 2011 or something, or 2010. It was a guide on like how the game works and like some starter maps to get you started on like the basic mechanics. And that was where, okay, I think I only like read through it and then played like 1 map from that list, but it was just like some, I don't even think the map was 1 star, but it was it's just like a bunch of basic circles. It was very, very beginner friendly map, and that map was so hard. I was struggling. I played that map so many times to get an SS, I'm pretty sure, but oh, okay, I didn't miss, let's go. But yeah, I went through some beginner guides to get myself situated. Oh, okay, I remember what it was. So that guide, I think it told you like, so it gave you some starter maps, right? But it also told you like to look for maps, or okay, like to find maps by just like searching like maybe the name of an anime that you've seen or something like that. Because I think like, especially when you're starting out, I think like playing songs that you like or that you recognize is really helpful, I would say. So yeah, I saw that and I was like, OMG, I just watched Sword Art Online. So was it Fullmetal Alchemist? So I went to the beatmap listing and I just searched those and I like found the openings, and honestly some of those maps are like really old and weird. Especially I think the Fullmetal Alchemist opening is like this really old map that was really hard, but it was one of my first maps and I was so dedicated. But yeah, those were some of the first maps that I downloaded. After that, that other friend that I mentioned that I sort of started playing the game with, we would play in multiplayer sometimes, and I would get some cool maps from them as well. And Okay, I remember specifically. Okay, also let's see. I'll try to find one more map. Play one more map. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's play this one. and then I'll probably wrap up the video. But yeah, as far as like the maps I started playing with. So that was that multiplayer with different friends was a really good way to find maps. And the beatmap listing, obviously, I think, especially when I didn't really know what I was doing, so I would just go to the beatmap listing and just download new ranked maps and random multiplayer lobbies as well. It didn't have to be with friends. I think I did play multiplayer pretty often, I feel like. But okay, aside from that, I remember I would go through different players' top plays to try finding maps. I think specifically, so when I was really into League in like 2014 and like 2013-ish, but okay, I guess especially 2014, so I used to watch BoxBox a lot. I think that was pretty common at the time actually, but yeah, I definitely watched BoxBox a lot, and he wasn't necessarily the one that showed me the game, Osu, but I was like very, oh, goodbye accuracy, what? No, okay, well, at least I didn't miss. Yeah, I was very into watching his stream. It was like, I don't know, it was like a bonding, it was like a common interest that I had with some of my friends at school as well. So like we would like meet up at school, or like, okay, not meet up, but you get what I'm talking about. We would see each other in school and we would just like talk about BoxBox's stream, or like different League streamers. Or eventually we started talking about Osu as well, but yeah, anyway, BoxBox, I think, oh, okay, I forgot that stream was there. He was actually pretty good at the game back at Osu back in like 2014, and I was so inspired. I was like, I want to be good like BoxBox. So I went to his top plays and I just downloaded all of the maps, and I went to his historical page as well. Oh crap, I missed. I went to his historical page on his user page, and I just tried downloading every map that he had played, and I was like, yeah, I am gonna be so good at this game. And put them all in a collection, and I was like, yeah, let's go. I don't know. I mean, I couldn't play the difficulties that he was playing though, because he was playing like the 5-star versions, and I was just not that good. So I think I would just like, so I had the songs, right, and I just had to get better at the game, and then I'd be able to play the same maps as him. Okay, I feel like the way that I'm describing this story probably sounds like I was just a diehard BoxBox fan, but I don't know. I don't know what other way to put it, but I was definitely inspired by him as like an Osu player, because I was like, dude, this guy's so good. He's still really good. I think he stopped playing the game for some time, but he definitely streams the game pretty often nowadays as well, so that is cool. I don't really know what to say, but yeah, BoxBox, very good player, very good Osu player. And yeah, those were some of the first ways that I discovered maps on Osu. Nowadays, I think mostly I discover maps through tournaments, but and also some niche things that I showed you guys, like searching specific artist names that I start to recognize, or going to mapper profiles and things like that. But yeah, that is about it. I think that's all I wanted to cover in this episode. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. As usual, the maps that I played in this episode will be linked in the description, and yeah, I think that's about it. If you guys are sorry, if you guys are watching this series in the future, I would recommend checking out my channel to watch the future episodes. But yeah, with that, I will see you guys next time.